Welcome to a new lesson. The focus of your lesson today will be speaking. Your lesson is from Portal to English 11A Students Book, page 13. Let's start with the objectives of the lesson. First, identify 5 jobs from pictures provided. Number 2, express the probability of doing or not doing a job in the future. And number 3, give arguments to explain why you would do or would not do a job. Materials to cover. The materials to cover in this lesson is from your book, Portal to English 11A Students Book, page 13. And these are the tasks that we are going to work on. Let's look at the question. Talk in pairs, look at the following pictures and discuss the questions. The expressions in the boxes below may help you. As you notice, the task is made up of 3 parts. First, we have the pictures, which you are going to describe. Second, we have the questions, which you are going to answer. And third, we have the boxes, which contain expressions that you are going to use to answer the questions. Let's start with the pictures. How many pictures are there? Yes, very good. There are 5 pictures. What do the pictures represent? Yes, thank you. They represent 5 jobs. What are you going to do with the pictures? You are going to look at each picture and describe it by telling what the people are doing and what the job is. Let's look at the questions now. How many questions are there? Yes, there are 3 questions. Let's look at them one by one. Question number 1. Would you like to do any of these jobs? Why or why not? So for this question, you are going to look at the 5 pictures and choose one job and tell whether you would like to do that job or whether you would not like to do that job, and you give your reasons and your arguments for that. Question 2. Which job would you like to do in the future? Why? For this question, you can choose one of the jobs in the pictures or any other job, and you tell why you would like to do this job in the future, why this job is your dream job, and you give reasons for that. Let's look at question 3 now. Would you be willing to do a job even if it didn't pay well? For this question, you are going to give your opinion about whether you would accept to do a job if you did not earn well from that job. How are you going to answer the 3 questions? You are going to use some of the expressions that are in the boxes. Let's look at the boxes now. How many boxes are there? Yeah, there are 3 boxes. In box number 1, there are expressions that you can use to express degrees of probability. Box number 2, it contains expressions that you can use to express opinion. And in box 3, there are 6 adjectives that you can use to describe jobs or describe people. Look at picture A in the speaking activity on your student book, page 13. Look at the woman. What's she using? Yes, very good. She is using a microscope. What can be her job? Yes, excellent. She can be a scientist. Yes, it's possible she can be a researcher or a lab technician. Or another word, another job will be a microbiologist. Look at picture B now. Where is the man? Yes, very good. He is in a plane. What do you call this part of the plane? Thank you. It's called the cockpit. And what's the man wearing? Yes, very good. He is wearing a pilot's hat. So it's clear that he is, very good, that he is a pilot. Look at picture C now. What's the man doing? What's in front of him? Very good. It's a cake. Look at him. What's he wearing? Yes, thank you. He is wearing a chef's hat. So he is a chef and he is making cakes. We call him excellent. He is a pastry chef. Look at picture D now. What do you see? Yes, very good. There is a woman and two little girls. What's between them? Yes, very good. It's a book. So it's easy to guess the job of this woman. She is, yeah, thank you. She is a teacher. Let's finish with picture E now. Look at the man. What's he wearing? Yes, very good. He is wearing a helmet. And what's he surrounded by? Yes, fire. Or another word? Yes, thank you. Flames. And look here, what's this? Good. It's a ladder. So the man is climbing a ladder. What can be his job? Yes, very good. He is a firefighter. Let's do this task now. Look at the table and match the jobs on the left with the activities on the right. Stop the video and have some time to do the task. If you have finished, let's begin. Number 1. Yes, very good. The microbiologist is looking through a microscope. Number 2. Yes, thank you. The pilot is flying a plane. Number 3. Very good. The pastry chef is making a cake. Number 4. Yes, the teacher is explaining the lesson to students. Number 5. Yes, very good. The firefighter is putting out a fire. Let's go now with the final part of the task, the 3 questions. Question 1, would you like to do any of these jobs? Why or why not? Question number 2, which job would you like to do in the future and why? And question 3, would you be willing to do a job even if it didn't pay well? To answer these questions, you need to use some of the expressions from the boxes we've seen before. Let's start with the first box, expressing degrees of probability. If you are 100% certain that something will happen or that you will do something, you can use expressions such as certainly, it is certain, or I am sure that. For example, I will certainly work as a pilot. If you are 80% certain, you can use expressions such as most probable or most probably. For example, I will most probably work as a doctor. If you are 60% certain that something will happen or that you will do something, you can use expressions such as probable, probably, or likely. For example, it is probable that I will work as a dentist. Now, if you are 50% certain that something will happen or will not happen, you can use expressions such as possible or possibly. For example, I will possibly work as a teacher. If something is only 20% likely to happen, you can use expressions such as unlikely, improbable, or not likely. For example, it is unlikely that I will work as a mechanic. Finally, if you are sure that something will not happen or that you will not do something, you can use expressions such as totally impossible or impossible. For example, it is impossible that I will work as a waiter. Let's go now with the second box, and it contains expressions that you can use to express your opinion. For example, you can use I believe, I think, I suppose, or in my opinion, or to my mind. For example, I believe that I will enjoy working as a pilot. Or, in my opinion, money is not important when choosing a job. Box number 3 contains 6 adjectives that are used to describe people or jobs. Stop the video and take some time to do the task. Write P with the adjectives that describe people and J with the adjectives that describe jobs. If you have finished, let's start. Number 1, motivated, very good, it's used to describe people. Amateur, very good, it's also used to describe people. Talented, yes, very good, another adjective that describes people. Satisfying, yes, thank you, it describes jobs. Demanding, very good, it also describes jobs. Finally, professional, very good, it describes people and it's the opposite of amateur. Let's now start with the question 1. Would you like to do any of these jobs? Why or why not? What you do here is to choose one of the 5 jobs in the pictures you would like to do and one job you would not like to do and state your reasons for that. Stop the video and take some time to do the task. If you have finished, let's start with this answer. Look at the words that are in blue. They are from the 3 boxes that we have seen before. Let's start. I think I would enjoy working as a pilot. I believe that traveling the 4 corners of the world and seeing new places makes this job exciting and satisfying. As for the job I would not like to do, I certainly would not like to work as a pastry chef. I suppose that it is a boring job. Moreover, I think it is a physically and mentally demanding job because it requires long hours of work. Let's go now with the question 2. Which job would you like to do in the future? Why? Here, you choose one of the 5 jobs in the pictures or any other job and tell why you would like to do that job in the future. Stop the video and take some time to do the task. If you have finished, let's start with this answer. I would like to become a doctor. To my mind, this is the most noble job. I think that the world still needs more doctors to fight different diseases. Also, I believe there is nothing more important to people than getting good health care when they need it. Let's go now with question 3. Would you be willing to do a job even if it didn't pay well? Here, the question can be answered in 2 ways. Yes, it means you are willing to do a job, and no, which means you are not willing to do a job if it didn't pay well. So first choose your position and then give one reason or one argument to support your answer. Stop the video and have some time to work on the task. If you have finished, let's look at this answer. I wouldn't have a problem doing a job that isn't well paid if it was something that I enjoyed doing. In my opinion, the financial reward isn't the most important part of a job, but making a difference in other people's lives and being motivated to work is. Let's now look at an answer with no. I believe that a job should be well paid in order for somebody to do it, because you spent a great part of your life doing it. It's totally impossible that I will be willing to do a job if I didn't get paid a decent salary. This is the end of our lesson today. Remember that in order to get your dream job, you have to study hard for it. Also remember that it is important to do the job you enjoy doing. Think about this famous saying, "The man who loves his job never works a day in his life." Good luck and goodbye.